once, now you're recording. Right. That's all we do. Alright, so let's start off with just going to quote entry and let's enter the quote for this part. Both parts, both sides, everything. So file, new, new quote. Put the customer's ID in there. Save that. Add new line for your first part. And then this is, of course, your character combination. Right. So this is a full description of what the part is, not their part number. Right, yeah, perfect. Oh, you got the caps on it.
Product group, automotive. Sales group, automotive.
Yep. Quantities all stay at 1, which is perfect. So just save that and go into manufacturing details and add the first operation. Or should I say the only operation? Drop down. Select molding. Right. Leave the setup for machine blank for now because the quote functionality is not working properly. How many pieces per hour can we make of this specific part?
90 is doubling.
90 is double, right? So 45 is how many pieces per hour you can make, but for the total it's 90. Right? And then how many scrap? I think it was 5% or 2% scrap.
2%.
So save that. And then go to the scheduling resources tab and pick the machine it's running on. In this case, this machine does not have a burden rate, so we have to put one in. So click on override rates and just give it a rate. Right. $200 an hour. Save that. So the price tag on the outside of this one might be incorrect, but we're okay with that for now. Right. This is just showing process, not the correct price. Right. So go to materials, and then go to materials view and add new material. Right, so this is where you type in their part number for the resin. Right. Now, actually, you know what? Don't type it in yet. Just backspace that. I'll show you the process that I would actually use. I'd click on part, right, and then I'd start searching through here to figure out if the resin was here or not. Right, so if this is Hyfax, is this Hyfax resin? What is this? Do you have a description for the resin besides the part number? Okay, so I'd just start at the part number then. So starting at just type in the first 5 letters of the part number or 5 numbers, and then hit search. Right. You actually have.
I created it with the last.
Yeah. Well, no. This is actually a part in your system. Somebody created this somewhere.
I did that last.
You know what happened when we created the manufacturing details for the part? It automatically created part master part numbers in the system for those parts.
That's cool.
That's what happened. That's fine. So I wanted to show the part creation process, so we'll have to go through it anyway. But this is what you do, right? Like you search for your part, you select it when you find it. So just double click on it, and now you have it added to your, right? So at least your unit cost will come through correctly. For now,
why can't I select class?
because this is a real part number now,
Okay.
right? We don't have a class on it, so we should go modify this part number, right? We'll do that when we create the co-parts later, right? For now, we'll leave it as it is. Okay. So, how many pounds of resin are required?
Per part or per shop?
Per part. And it's is APP or supplying the material?
No.
Okay. So you would, however, put the vendor in if you had it. Save that, and then add any packaging that there is? Or is there any packaging on this part?
There is packaging. It's
Supplied by them. We still have to get it from them, right? So
Yeah.
it says something in purchase order for the packaging. on this. So let's add it. So we're gonna put on materials.
yeah. Okay.
I hit save.
Do I do?
Nope, you hit save. Saving will automatically fill the quantity in. So, do we know the cost of any of these pieces?
We need all. We also need the skid and the part.
Let's add the skid component.
Now, are we saving any of these, or are these saving automatically
These-
as I do them?
These are not saving automatically right now.
Do I want them?
No. So we're for all your quotes, right? There's gonna be some times when you do quotes where you're never gonna get them, so you don't want them all to save automatically, right? Because there's no point. The thought that I have is that after we create the part, we go in and we fill in all the details, right? So once we create a part number for this, we create manufacturing details for it. It'll automatically create the part numbers for all of these, and we can go in and we can modify the details for those part numbers. So poly bag. So is it one bag per part?
Yeah.
If you put one, yeah, parts per package is fine. You'll see that the quantity per parent will become one.
All right.
All right.
That is it
So
for me.
you don't have any costs on those items right now. I'm not sure if you want the cost on them. If you don't,
I think
leave
it's-
them blank. They're all supplied by
I
them.
think that,
That's fine. Yeah. It just gives us what we have to purchase from them. Right. So now we go to the worksheet tab and we put a price on it. All right. So. Sounds good. So save that. Right. So that's line 1 done. Let's add line 2. Because this is left hand and right hand, so we have to add a secondary line. You had it found the line. Yeah. You can type it in there if you wanted to.
Can I?
Yeah. Go back to the line tab. This is the list view under the line tab, not the detail view, so you can type in here. So you have to put a description in before you can copy the description. So just put like a 1 in there, and then copy the description. The one thing we're missing right now is the customer part number for this side. So let's go ahead with the detail tab and pull that in. We're going to put the product group in sales category as well. We'll just copy the price over. Alright, so go back to line 1, figure out what the price was. It's $3.18. So go back to line 2 and put $3.18. Save that. Alright, so we have that in there now. We can mark the first line, line LH. We want to mark that as engineered and as a template part. And then we want to mark this as quoted and send the quote away. Alright, so mark this as quoted, you have actions, you print the quote. Print form. Print format. So that's our quote form. We're good to go with that. Let's close that. Let's say they want the order now. So let's get through the process of creating these parts. Mark it as unquoted. Go to the line tab, copy your part number. And then right on the part number, open it with part entry. You have to paste the part number in, hit tab, add the new part. Make sure you change the part type to manufactured. Right. What's the sales unit price in Canadian dollars? Right, this is $3.18 in this case. And then just to keep in mind the fact, just for recording as well, that you want to make sure you get the Canadian price in here, not the US price. Put a group and class on the part. Create a part revision. There's nothing to do with sites right now. We just want it. Yeah. It's just if there is any information in sites, if you want to put minimums and maximums and stuff, that's where it happens. It's just if there isn't anything, we'll just create a part revision right away. So we'll probably grab one. Yeah. You want to add for that T. Duplicate this part, right? Because you have the left-hand side, you also need the right-hand side. So just the easiest way to duplicate it. Type in the right-hand side part number. Now, currently, you only have 2 or 3 parts that are 4 pieces, 4 separate part numbers per mold. You do this 4 times, right? You copy it, you duplicate your part 3 times over. Right, so you have a right-hand top, right-hand bottom, left-hand top, left-hand bottom. What's wrong?
Okay. Is that all? I did the...
So you got the 2 parts created?
Yeah.
That's as far as you go right now with those pieces. You want to go back to your left-hand part. Yeah, save it. And go back to your left-hand part so we can create the manufacturing details on it. Right, so we created revisions for everything, but we never actually created details for that secondary part. Right, so... You want to go back to the first part number, so LH. Then go to actions. Actually, you have to select the revision first. So go to the revision tab. Select that revision Rev 1 right there. Then go to actions. Revision. Check out revision. Put your name in there for the ECO group. Okay. And I'll check out And then you go to actions again and open it with the engineering workbench. So once we're in the engineering workbench, we go to the method of manufacturing tab, and you can see there's nothing there yet. Right. So let's add some stuff. You right click on the part revision and the tree view, get details from methods. Go to the quote tab and type in the quote number that you originally created this part on. I think it's 43 this time. So if you had created it, the part number will automatically show up and only the one that matches will. So you hit OK, and now you go to the operations, make sure the operations are correct. Right, so at this point, for example, let's say you quoted this 3 weeks ago, you might want to double check your operations and materials just to confirm you actually have the right information in here. So you can double click the operations there, open that up, and select your mold operation. Right, so there's your mold operation, and then you can confirm, yeah, I want to put some hours in here for a setup time. Right, so there was not correct yet, right, because you didn't put in the quote. So we want to add the setup hours. Perfect. All right, so if we're okay with that, let's add the code part. Right, so whenever we make a left hand, we also make a right hand, hence we need the code part. So go to the revision tab, top of the screen, code parts, list, and then file new code part. Right. So now you type in the right hand side. And again, this only works because we already created the right hand revision. You select the revision for the right hand part. Delete everything else the same. Just hit save. That's it. Now let's check this part back in. Let's go to actions. Revision. Approve and check it. Okay. Alright, so now we have our part numbers created in the system. We haven't created the material part numbers yet, but that's okay. They were automatically created. They will be ordered. Most of your material part numbers will be created already previously anyway. So let's close the engineering workbench and close the part entry screen. And don't close quote. And then put the revision numbers in the quote. So each line needs a revision, so just go ahead and fill that in. And then for the right hand side, fill it in as well. And then mark the quote as quoted
Mark it quoted here.
at the summary tab. And then go to actions, quote, create sales order. They're a credit hold, that's okay, we don't care. So here's now where you put a need buy and ship by date in for them. So it's basically asking you if you want all the quote lines to have the same need buy and ship die. Yes, you do. So just hit yes in most cases, right? PO number, you have to put a PO number in, so it does force you. And then field of free on board customer plan. That's okay. So go ahead and create. Number 26. Perfect. So now we can close this and go to order entry. Scroll to the top. I'm going to say where it is. Sales management, order management, general operations. Good. And then go to order entry. Yeah. Alright, so you're going to keep getting warnings that they're not credible. That's okay. So the first thing you do is go to the releases tab and confirm that both orders are not make direct. So if they are make direct, uncheck make direct. So save that. Yes. All right. Now we want to change our release quantity, right? So this is line 1, release 1. You want to change the order quantity for this release specifically. How many parts for this release? 36 sounds good to me. You go to line 2 and make sure line 2 has the same number of parts. Or maybe it's different. Maybe line 2 only wants 17, right? But in this case, do 36. Right, hit save. So now we have the correct number of releases. If you're okay with that, you go to summary, ready to process, ready to fulfill, and hit save. Yes. Right. So now what we would do is we would wait for Epicor to suggest a great job for us. Right, that's the process that we'll go through. Let's go ahead and do that. It's going to be a little bit of a break in the recording. We'll have to probably stop it when we start it, but it's okay. Go to process MRP. Regen. 3 and 3.